Welcome back to Walt's Family Adventure. Today we're going to explore different rides that your family would enjoy without height requirements, from the smallest baby to the older individuals. These are all rides without any height requirement. To get this list, I did survey my family, including myself. Everyone, even our 4-year-old, did provide opinions and why they thought these rides specifically would be great for the whole family. Alright, let's get started. Peter Pan's Flight in Magic Kingdom is located in Fantasyland. I'm starting in the queue, even with social distancing and no touch points. The interactive elements on this ride are amazing. It's definitely going to entertain you. Tinkerbell's flying around the nursery. There's pictures with captions on the walls. There's even photo spots throughout this queue. It makes it feel like you're not waiting as long as you are. That's one of the really big pluses for this, for all ages. The ride feels like you're flying. You are on a ship that Tinkerbell has sprinkled with magic pixie dust, and you take off flight into the story of Peter Pan. Now, our children felt like they were a part of the story. They really made mention that it didn't feel like they was just telling them a story, like some of the other rides in Magic Kingdom can be. This one, it felt like they were a part of it. Adults and kids are going to enjoy seeing familiar characters from the movie and books. It is a dark ride though, so some of the smaller kids could be a little uneasy with that. It is a classic ride found in Magic Kingdom. Next is going to be Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, located in Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. This one is an interactive laser shooting ride. You're in a buggy or a cart, and you and your partner or by yourself will have laser guns, and you're hitting targets with the laser guns. Unlike Toy Story Mania and Hollywood Studios, you're in control of the cart, which is really beneficial. Toy Story Mania, for little ones, can kind of whip you around a little bit. This one, you're in more control. If you want to stay facing one direction with the little kids, that's fine. Or the kids can control it themselves. Our 4-year-old liked this one much better because of that. Now on to Jungle Cruise, located in Magic Kingdom's Adventureland. It's a slow-moving boat ride with a humorous skipper who takes you on a trip along all the rivers around the world. They crack jokes, and the kids and adults will each get a little different layer of humor from their jokes. Also, during the holidays and during special events, they do gear the journey towards that event. Having a cast member lead the expedition makes each trip different. They're not real animals on this ride. They are animatronics, but it may be good for little ones who might be a little more scared, like on a safari with the actual real animals. It's shaded, which is awesome. Most of the queue is shaded unless it's extended due to social distancing. But once you get inside, there is a radio recording which tells jokes, and you can get some extra history about the ride, and it is kind of relaxing. So if you do have little ones who just need a break from that intense Florida heat, this is a really good ride that the whole family will enjoy on many different levels. To wrap up our Magic Kingdom section, I'm going to talk about Dumbo the Flying Elephant and Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Yes, these are two different rides, however, they're the same type of ride. These are the two that our family thought were the most memorable and the most interactive for some of even the little kids. On each of these, you do have the ability to tilt forwards or backwards and move up and down. So for Magic Carpets, though, you could fit potentially your whole family together, whereas on Dumbo, you're only going to be fitting 2 individuals to an elephant. These rides can definitely give the sensation of a thrill ride for those children in your party who may not be tall enough to ride, like, let's say, Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain. They can still get to go up really high in the air or really low and get a little bit of that going fast feeling that they wouldn't get on some of the more thrill rides that the older kids in your family might be able to ride at this point. Everyone in our family loved the details on both of these rides. They're extremely themed to their respective movies. down to the aesthetic of the carpets, the spinning camel joke from the Aladdin movie, the flying elephants. There are some minor characters found in some of the details on the Dumbo ride. And you also get to go into the circus canopy as part of the queue for Dumbo. So the little details were not missed even by the children in our party. Kilimanjaro Safari, located in Disney's Animal Kingdom in the Africa section, provides shade, and shade. The entire queue as well as the jeeps that you'll be riding in are shaded. This is a very long ride which will allow you some time to rest, and it does provide some good source of entertainment. If you hit this ride first thing in the morning, at the end of the day, or after a good solid rain where the heat of the Florida is cut, then the animals are definitely going to be more active. That was our advantage. We ended up getting onto the ride right after the rain had stopped, and all of the animals were very excited. They were very active. It was really cool because they were getting very close to the trucks, and we got to witness a lot of them getting to eat because during the rainstorm, that was their mealtime. So all of the keepers were able to go out into the savannah and put out their food for all the different animals. The cast member who is driving the Jeep will provide some really good details and facts about the animals that you see along your way, and there is going to be a key located at the top near the top part of the Jeep that will list all of the different animals that you'll see while you're on the trip. If you are able to get the driver's attention, you can ask questions. Sometimes it's a little hard, especially with all the social distancing barriers in place, but they are a wealth of knowledge and a really good cast member, especially if you're interested in animals, to ask questions with. The animals are definitely going to seem a lot closer than they really are. Disney does a really good job of hiding barriers and separation between the guests and the animals to keep everyone safe, but that's wonderful Disney magic. Next, we have Frozen Ever After, located in Epcot's World Showcase. When you get to the inside queue, there are definitely elements which put you inside of the movies. You get characters in different rooms as you're walking through the queue, much like Peter Pan in Magic Kingdom. This is set up similarly, where you have photo spots and little interactive sections that make it a little bit more bearable for this sometimes very long wait to get on this ride. For the Frozen lover, young and old, it's a must-do at least once. For those less excited about Anna and Elsa, they'll probably still enjoy the cool animatronics, projections, and visual effects on the ride. So don't disregard this one. It's definitely worth a do once. This is a boat ride, and there are a couple drops, so just be aware of that, so that way your kids and even adults aren't surprised. They're a little spread out throughout the boat ride. You are going to get to hear the popular songs as well as a couple new songs that are just for this ride specifically. Out of all the rides on this list, you really need to keep track of the My Disney Experience app to watch the wait times, because going as a family, it's going to be more realistic that you have as short a wait time as possible so you don't have cranky adults or cranky kids. Spaceship Earth, located in Epcot, is lovingly referred to by our family as the ball ride. Our eldest said that learning something was actually kind of cool on this ride. Our youngest was enthralled with just all the different scenes. As an adult, you do get to see history unfolding in front of you about communication over time. For the kids, it's kind of cool to see the different scenes and see parts of history where it's different from today in all of our quick, fast communication. There also is a really nice element to it with a touchscreen where you can pick your future. My 4-year-old really liked this one. I, of course, had to read the words for her, but we picked our own story, and it makes you a part of our future and how we can change our world based on the technology that is unfolding in front of us. This is a good ride for everybody. It's slow, it's in the AC, which is really nice to take a break in your day. Another ride that's great for all ages is Living with the Land, located in Epcot as well. Most often, this is a very short wait. It is located next to Soarin', so if Soarin' is a little bit long, you could always jump on this ride. Or if you have children in your party who are too short for that ride, you could always ride Living with the Land a couple times to kill some time while the rest of your party is off riding Soarin'. Or if Rider Switch is an option for your family, it'll kill some time too for that group that's having to wait. It is a boat ride. It is slow moving. There is a narrator on the boat as a recording. Talks about farming and how agriculture is evolving constantly. You do get to go through the greenhouse, which is really cool. It makes you feel like it's behind the scenes. So you get to see a peek at some of the actual crops that are used in the restaurants inside the land pavilion. Children will especially enjoy having to look for all of the hidden Mickeys that are located on this ride. They do change seasonally, so if it's closer to Halloween, there might be some hidden Mickeys with pumpkins. If you're there during the Flower and Garden Festival, you're going to find more Mickeys that are with the floral arrangements on this ride. They do a great job of changing things with the season because the crops are constantly changing too and what they're using. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is located in Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is one of the newer rides for the parks, and it definitely makes you dream about being in a cartoon. Like, it really makes you feel that way. The pre-show isn't working right now because of COVID, so you're just kind of getting put into it, but all of your surroundings, just before you get into the actual train to get onto this ride, it makes you feel like you actually have stepped into one of the brand new Mickey Mouse cartoon reels. It's pretty cool. This is a ride, again, for all ages, no height requirement, which is amazing given the technology. It's trackless, so all of the carts that are actually moving on this ride move independently of one another. So anywhere you sit, you are potentially going to have a different view, a different feel on the ride, because each cart does move in a different pattern in each of the rooms. Our family mentioned the catchy music, the memorable scenes, the thrilling, immersive ride. It doesn't whip you around very much, but it does move you, and it feels like a thrill ride, but it's not gonna give you any dips or drops at all like some of the other rides at this park. Just like some of the others on this list, I would strongly suggest watching the My Disney Experience app for wait times. That'll do it for our list of rides without height requirements located at Walt Disney World that our family really enjoyed, and your family will too. See you next time for another Watts Family Adventure.